What's up, guys? Brian Van Dyne here. Coming at you with a live video. Just wanted to show you guys my birthday present my wife gave me. Small, short little rundown of basically what it is and how sweet it is and how cool it is. Just wanted to show you guys a little bit about it. Anyways, so I guess without further ado, I already got this thing set up. Let me pull it out here. This is the Power Mig, Lincoln Power Mig 260. Right? Real quick. You got a little tool holder here. You also got a little cup, pencil holder, and consumables. Let's see. Got a nice little handle there to pull that out. Right, there's a 33-pound spool of solid wire. On this side, we got the nice gun. I really like this gun. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the consumable tip is actually tapered on the inside, which is pretty sweet. The ground clamp, very nice heavy-duty ground clamp, not the flimsy Chinese ones they normally come with. So very impressed with the ground clamp. That was a nice ground clamp. It's got this heavy duty molded plug right there, and it's got the gas, and it comes with this flow meter right there, or not flow meter, but a gauge basically. So let's power this bad boy on and show you what it looks like. It's got nice heavy duty switch. Lincoln Electric, the welding experts. Okay, so this is the screen here, and it's basically right now it's set up to weld 1/4 inch thick steel. So this is the home button. You can press home. So with this, you got basically manual mode, MIG mode, flux core, dual shield, spool gun, push and pull gun. You got your saved, your memory, basically, your saved settings, and then you got your configuration, right? So I'm just gonna go in here and show you what the settings I have saved. Basically, it's MIG, the type of wire I got, the type of gas, and the thickness, right? So if I go down the next one, all I did was change the thickness. So it's kind of a quick, right? If I wanted to just do a quick, memory of a different thickness, right? 1/2 inch thick. Instead of basically the way you would normally go about it is you click on MIG, then you would type steel, right? That's steel. You go down to your thickness, 045, that's what I got in there. I got mixed gas, and then you select how thick you want to go, right? Which is pretty sweet. But instead of doing all that, I can just go over to basically load, click whichever thickness I want. Let's see, 5/16. Click that. Boom, it's already set up. Right? This one's set up for 3/8 thickness. Right? So now, something that's kind of cool about this is, so this right here is your wire speed. You can adjust your wire speed. Notice how it adjusts the voltage automatically. Like, and it has basically a set parameter, like, for what a good combination between the voltage and the wire speed. And then also, another thing you want to watch, check this out. See the fillet weld right there? Watch this. So as you crank down the speed, it kind of shows you what your weld is going to look like, the penetration, you know. So that's kind of cool. That's the flex feature or whatever. I can't remember what it was exactly saying. But you can also, so right here, let's just say I have it set right there and I want to change the thickness of metal. I can just hit the selector button, change the thickness, right? So that's pretty sweet. And then you can click back. Another thing right here, so you can change triggers, right? You can change your spot time, your runoff, and your burn back. You can change all those, and then you can resave it if you want, right? So that's pretty cool. And then, you know, so another thing that's pretty sweet about this machine is it's got 2 plugs right there, right? So you can plug your angle grinder in, or your phone or something. You know, it's got 15 amp circuit on there. Right here, this is for your push-pull gun. This is for your normal gun, right? And if you come around back here, basically you got your spool gun gas right there, and your you know, regular push-pull gun, or your regular gun. The gas hooks up on that, right? And then this particular model, it's kind of hard to show you, but you can see kind of back in there, they got this fiberglass plate right here. You can switch the, depending on what type of electric setup you have. Let's see if I can focus on that. Come on, focus already, camera. It doesn't want to focus on that. There we go. You can change your voltage, right? I'm on 230, so that's what my plug is. You can go 208, 460, and 575, right? So, pretty sweet machine, all in all, so far, that I've been able to, you know, use. So this is also kind of a cool feature. You don't have to lift this bottle up. You can just spin it onto this ramp, and it's kind of angled, and then it locks into place when you get it up there. So you got here also, so this right here is pretty easy to figure out. You just squeeze it and put it on, right? And there's a, well, I can't show you right now, but I can show you from this side. So right here, there's a little tab that holds that wheel. Of course, I'm going to drop that underneath the machine. You can see it's got casters on the front and a pretty big wheels on the back, which is pretty nice. Okay, got get that locked into place. So this does fit different size spools. This is a 33-pound spool. I'm guessing this is your 15 amp circuit breaker for the 2 plugs right up there. Right here, I put this, it's basically an earplug. It helps clean the wire. As you can see, there's already some dirt on there. That was just something I seen from a YouTube video, and they said do that because what it does is keeps your drive wheels cleaner and they last longer, right? They don't get wore out as fast. So that was kind of cool. I seen that on a video, thought I'd add that in. You got your tensioner, you got your 2 drive rollers. You got your chart up here. So this machine is basically good for MIG, flux core, stainless, inner shield, aluminum, you know, pretty much does all those. And then it also tells you a little bit about the contact tips, drive rollers, and the gas nozzle information, right? So I'm pretty happy about this machine so far. I haven't done a whole lot of welding with it yet, but what I did do, put my name on this 12-inch bucket. Also welded that plate on there, so you can see it does a pretty good job at welding. I'm still learning, you know, how it handles and everything, so, you know, my welds aren't, you know, 100% amazing looking because I'm still learning how this machine works. But overall, all in all, so far I'm pretty satisfied. I bought it from Pacific Welding Supply, and basically as it comes, it didn't come with the bottle, and obviously my tools it didn't come with, and but I paid for the spool of wire and the machine. It was like, I think it was like $2,800 total with tax and everything. $2,500 before tax and before the spool of wire that I bought with it. So pretty pricey. Pretty pricey. But I mean, this is a really nice gun. I like the new technology on this. Let me show you what I'm talking about on this tip right here. I'm just going to take this off. See how the tip is angled? It's kind of tapered, right? Well, because of it tapered, the slag and stuff falls right out a lot easier inside of here. And I can show you. There's a piece on the ground over here. When the slag got all built up inside, it just kind of fell out. What's up, Peter? Huh? Oh. Oh, without Kent saying something? Yeah, right, dude. You promised me you were going to say something to him. Anyways. Yeah, so I like the new tapered tips. Because what it does is it makes it a lot easier to get the slag out of the tip without, you know, taking the whole thing off. You can just kind of just rub your finger on here and it just falls right out. Of course, it's new, so, I mean, obviously it's going to fall out right now, but The tapered tip helps a lot with that. Now, I don't know if that's going to help with the longevity of these tips. Obviously, there's less metal up here, so it might heat up more. But so far, I like it. So far, I like it. You guys have any questions for me yet on this machine? Any questions? One thing I am not 100% like totally satisfied with. I think this holder is kind of stupid, to be honest with you guys. Like, me and my grandpa were trying to figure it out. We're like, okay, how does this thing sit in here? Like, does, you know, it just didn't seem like this was the way it would sit. You know, yeah, it sits in there decent like that, but you would think that this would be smaller, so it would fit in tighter. Like, I was thinking like this, you know, somehow it would incorporate that clip right there. Like, we were thinking it was going to go in like this, you know, but then we're like, well, how does this work, you know? And I looked up some pictures, and that's how they were hanging it. But I think it's kind of a funky design. Like, yeah, it holds, but I think they could come up with some sort of better, you know, I don't know. I thought it was kind of funky. Like, they could have just put like a cylinder here, you know, like, and then that just goes right in it, you know? Or something to clip that on, you know, just like that. I guess you could do that too, but I don't know. I just think it looked kind of silly the way they had it designed. What, you guys tell me what you think. I like this gun though. This is a nice gun compared to, you know, the other. Oh, and you notice, so can you guys hear the fans? The fan ramps up as you use, you know, as it's drawing more power, the fan ramps up. This thing is very heavy. I want to say this welder probably weighs like probably 250 pounds, maybe 300 pounds. With the cylinder on it, it's probably like close to like 350 or so. It's very heavy. It's a transformer unit instead of like an inverter unit. That's why it's heavier. I've heard, you know, a lot of people think the transformer ones are more, they're, you know, more durable compared to the inverter ones. Like, I guess the inverter ones are more temperamental, I guess. Who knows? I don't really know any of that stuff, so I'm not gonna really comment on it. This is my old Pro Mig 140. I've owned this thing forever. Forever. One thing that I will say I'm not thrilled about. Okay, see, so you see this type of plug right here? This has the same plug. I do not like this plug. Let me shut this off and show you what I mean. This is one thing I think Lincoln should have changed. Okay, you see this plastic, right? This right here screws up onto this, right? The problem I've had in the past is this right here is, if you try and get it tight, this will pop off of the ring that it's attached to, and it won't be pulling it up in. Like, so it's obviously not a problem right now because it's a new machine. But if something hits that, it's going to pop that plastic thing off. I've had it happen to this machine several times. Right? With the way it's... And here's another thing. It's just such a pain the way they designed this thing. You know, to go in and out. And especially with this particular cart. It's not really designed for this welder, apparently. But when I switch to my spool gun, I have to unplug this and plug the new one in. But I've had issues with these plugs. The prongs inside, I've had it where they got pushed back. So I was not thrilled about that, right? You push it in, make sure it's solid, and then you see this one right here? See how it's pushed up? It's like it doesn't want to tighten this in without popping off. So I think that's kind of a crummy design. They should have done something different in that. That's one of my biggest, I guess one of the things I was happy to see is they're still using this crummy design right here. But other than that, I guess I'm being nitpicky here. This thing freaking rocks. Like it really is a hot machine. When I was welding the hook onto the back, you can see where I actually burned through the metal. I poked a hole in it, because I was welding 1/2 inch is the setting I had it on, and this isn't quite 1/2 inch, but I like to weld really hot for good penetration, but I poked a hole through it. But yeah, I filled it back in, but yep. Freaking sweet welder. Here, I guess I'll show you the hook on the back. So you can see, it leaves a really good weld. Pretty freaking sweet. Anyways. Oh, there. Anyways, guys, I thought I'd show you my new welder and answer any questions you guys had about it. If you had any questions. One of the other things, I'm not 100% thrilled, I suppose, on the design of to release these rollers. It's kind of funky. Like this right here, you have to twist this. Yeah, I'm seeing your comments, Chris. Oh, that thing. It just doesn't want to do it for me. These like twist. See, right there. See that? See how that locks into place? So that's unlocked. That's so you can slide the roller off, and then that's locked. It's just really hard on the fingers. Like, they should have come up with a different design to get those off. Just like a normal thread on or something, in my opinion. See, why they have this right here? These are nice to get off. Why didn't they put something like that for those? Another thing, these are bolted on. I think that's kind of a lame thing too. Because if you look at this Pro Mig welder right here, let's just take a peek at this one. So this is how they could have done it. Like to get this wheel off, you just unthread this, right? See how easy that was? You just unthread that and it comes right off. Way more easier on the fingers. And then another thing, you notice wire nuts. Because when I'm switching from, DC positive to DC negative or whatever, or electro positive to electro negative, when I'm switching for my spool gun, that's way more convenient to just, loosen up the wire nut and pop it off. This only has one drive roller, and then it has this pressure roller. I guess the double drive roller is it's a far superior design because it pinches the wire better, I guess, or something. Anyways, guys, enough of me rambling on. That's like a fiberglass. Best gift ever? Yes. Alright, let me catch up on these comments.
I'll give you the best present in town.
Yeah, okay, so lack of videos, definitely, Chris, because I've been in Hoodsport for the past month straight, basically home on the weekends, and that's it. So yeah, that's probably what it is. Just a little more secure, a little more heavy duty. But work's been great. We bought a new bucket, that 12-inch bucket. We were using the 18-inch bucket right here. This one right here. We were using this one. And as you can see, I welded this AR plate on to these teeth when I bought this bucket brand new. And it had already rounded the edges. Like, these are all round. And that's AR 400. So that's a month and a week worth of wear on that plate right there. So, and that looked exactly like this one when I put that on a month ago. So, work's going great. Alright, guys, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. The guards on the Hitachi, I haven't used it enough to know lightning fabrication, but I'm pretty, like 99% sure the guards are going to work way better for those elbows. Way better. 99% sure they're going to work way better. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to pound that like button, pound that subscribe button, share your favorite videos, and I'll catch you on the next one.